Hey everyone, I'm Art, back with another Movavi tip. It's been a while, but hoping to get back into a regular rhythm of these. And today's tip is working with advanced animation. For the new year, I created a video that basically was me pushing out the old year sign and welcoming in the new year sign. But the tricky part was none of those signs really existed in my yard. So let's talk about how to do this using Movavi's custom animation tool. As always, first step was to storyboard my plan. The next, film myself going through the motions of moving the signs. It did take a few tries to get the right spot for the camera to record the base video. I used references on the ground to know where to stand and to stop my movements. I deliberately tried to move slow and consistently, knowing I could speed it up in the video if necessary. Started with the video I liked best of me walking across the yard. I trimmed it down to just the parts that I needed. And then I added my first sign, which was the 2024 sign. This was just something I made using PowerPoint. Wanted to position it so it was right where I needed it to be so I could push it across. And then I wanted to make sure that the picture went all the way till it was required to exit the frame. Then I went into the animation tool, not the easy animation, but the advanced animation. When you click add animation, it'll add two keyframes to start off with. The first keyframe I wanted to be where I needed the sign to start, and the last keyframe was going to be when it exited the scene. And then I was just going to add several keyframes in between those two so that I could control the movement of the sign so it would match me walking across. I adjusted those keyframes so that the right side of the sign seemed to stay in contact with my hands the whole time. This may take a little bit of tweaking and readjusting to get it just right. So let's see how we did. That actually worked out pretty well. Next was the 2025 sign. Now this is something I found on the internet, and I wanted there to be both a blackout and a lit up version. So similar process to the other sign, position it where I needed it, and this one was going to come down from the top, and then I was going to touch it at the end to make it light up. So I wanted to get those two positions right, make sure that the picture covered the full length of time that it was going to be on the screen. Then back to the advanced animation, insert our first two keyframes. This one's a little easier because it's just coming in from the top. The first keyframe is going to start it off the screen at the top, and then the last one is going to have it in position next to me where I need it to end up. Then I'm going to add the lighted version, the GIF of that sign. I'm going to put it on the track above the blackout version so that it enters. And then I've got to size it to match and have it appear exactly at the time when I hit it with my hand. And then trim it down so it matches up with the end of the video. And again, we'll check and see how we did. And again, that looked pretty good. A few more bells and flourishes, add in some applause, some sound effects, some music. And then I wanted to have it look like there was a rope lowering the sign, so I added in a rectangle. And I just matched the animation to follow the path of the sign down. And lastly, I created a thumbnail I could use to start the video and what would be the thumbnail for YouTube. Hopefully that was useful. You can click on the link at the end of the video to see all of my other Movavi tips, or hit subscribe so you can see the new ones I make in the future. Thanks for watching. See you next time.